What's up, guys? Uncle Willie coming to you on this Freedom Friday from the coop. Yes, sir. Here we are, Freedom Friday. I don't know how well I can get this, but I'm gonna do this for just a second. Hold on. There we go. Freedom Friday. This might be a long one and it might not. I don't know how it's gonna take off in a few minutes. But I didn't bring any swag out this time around because all of y'all have seen it before, or most of you. I still have some of the badges, the keychain, wooden keychain. I got the window decals that both of them say YTPC, Team Freedom. I got some American flag pins. They all come in a little package in a baggie. So if you want one, you don't have one, or any of these, email me. You can find my email at my homepage on YouTube. You can message me on Facebook. If we're not friends, send me a friend request. And the message, let it read something about Team Freedom so I know who you are. Some of you guys, I know your names, and some of you guys, I only know you by your YouTube channel or your handle or whatever. And if you got my phone number, text me and give me your address. Somehow or another, give me your address. And I'll be gladly to get these items out to you if you want to be part of Team Freedom. Team Freedom is not a political based team, members, whatever. It's Team Freedom, you have your own choices. You get to do and say what you want. And that's with your natural freedom. I realize some countries don't have the freedom that we do. Some have different freedoms, some have not as much. I'm proud to be an American and have the freedoms that I do have. And I stand up for the freedoms that I have. All the choices I make are my choices alone. I'm not a bandwagon. I'm not brainwashed. And I'm not here to try to get you to jump on the bandwagon because I believe in something. I'm not going to try to brainwash you into believing what I believe. That's your choice. That's your freedom. So we'll get a little bit more into that in a little bit, but let's start off this Freedom Friday. Of course, I got my red. Remember, everyone deployed until they all come home. And like I say, let's pray for all the soldiers that are deployed and away from home. And when I say soldiers, I mean the whole military, Air Force, Navy, Marines, Army, everything. The reserves, the Coast Guard, whatever. Pray they all come home safe and sound. And I mean your countrymen too. If you're not from America and you have military deployed, I pray for them. So, let's get on with the show and tell of what today is all about. I got a new firearm, which some of you may know what it is. Some of you never read through the comments of the other video. And I didn't say anything because I wanted to see guesses and maybe recommendations on my next purchase. I don't know. Y'all had some good guesses. But the winning guess was for the Kimber. And I don't know if it says it somewhere, but it's the Kimber Micr 9, and the finish of it is called Shadow Ghost. So let's break this bad boy out. What comes in the box? Well, as y'all know, I ordered new mags because it only came with one. So here's what the inside of the box looks like. Just a box, I know. You can't see this because it's I hope that don't mess anything up. I'll just leave it on there for now. But it's a Kimber, let's see, I think it goes that way. And you can't see it because it's a clear decal with white lettering, and of course it's got a white background. And this is the tag that come on the weapon in the pistol, in the trigger guard. Oh, I just learned something. The weapon has front high-vis sights. I'll show you in just a second. But when I opened it the other day, I only saw the red, because that's what's on there now, is a red one. And I didn't notice that it had two lime green. I guess they weren't activated. They were probably just clear when I see, because I just glanced and saw the red one, put it back in the box. Now, I don't know how many of these I have now. It's got to be close to a dozen, but that's cool. But you do get this nice little bag that it comes in. The Kimber logo on it, nice zip up. It's got dual zippers and you can put a lock through that. And it's only for anybody that you just don't want them to get into, because if you're gonna steal it, you can cut these little pull cords, you can cut them with a knife and get the lock off and open it. You can cut the bag and get into it. So it's not secured by any means, but it is a nice little bag. Too bad that the weapon only comes with one mag. And there went one to the floor. At least it didn't fall in poop. So I take the two spare out, and the inside of the bag has a little holder, little pocket to carry a spare mag. But once you put the weapon in, you can put the other two mags in it. And this is what it looks like. I'll show you. I can't, it's still stiff because it hasn't been used and I'm trying to work it in. But I can't push the mag release with my thumb. I got to get over top and then it comes out. But it locks open on the last round. There's the high-vis front sight. It's got a thumb safety. So once you, let me release the mag. Once you get it cocked and locked and loaded, it's a 7+1. Everything right now is a little stiff. because it hasn't been broken in yet. It hasn't had anything run through it. The mag release, or the slide release, it's workable. It needs a little breaking in. It's a beautiful gun. I mean, I don't know how well, and plus now we got the sun streaming in from behind. Oh well, hopefully it don't interfere. But the serial number reminds me of Scooby-Doo. It's SCB00, Scoob. 9mm Micro 9, Kimber, Troy, Alabama, USA. It's got the nice Kimber logo up on the slide. Hold on just a second. All right. That glare was killing me. You can see I put the umbrella down and tilted it back. But yeah, it's stiff because it hasn't been shot. I was having a little trouble with the thumb safety, and I ended up taking it apart earlier to, I don't know what I did, but it seems to be working now. I know what I need to do to it to fix it a little bit, but it's got great sights on it. These bright white sights in the back, and then that high vis red up front, and you can see how it shines through. It's just, and then it's got the red facing you. And if you were to look at me and see that red, you'd be surprised and you wouldn't know if that was a laser or not. So if I pointed that thing at you like that, you can't see on your body if it's a laser, which is not. Dovetail sights, so you can take them off and replace them with other kind of sights if you wanted to. You'd to put a red dot on it, you'd have to remove these the way I did with my 9, my Smith & Wesson M&P 9 M.2.0. I had to take the back side off because it's dovetailed in, and I had to buy a plate that dovetails back on it with the plate to put an optic on it, and I put a red dot on that one. I'm gonna take the red dot off of that weapon, put it on my Shield 9, my Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus 9mm 2.0. The 2.0 is the second generation. It's got the upgraded trigger and then other features as well. But it comes with optic ready, so I'll be able to leave the back sights on, put a plate on it to accept the red dot, and the red dot that's on the other one will fit on there because it's a crimson trace. See, I think when I lost some of my motor skills, I lost some of my speaking ability as well. But, and then my train of thought, I forget where I'm at sometimes when I get off track for a second. But it come with a plate and a bolt-on pattern right on top of the slide with the Shield Plus. And yeah, I'm gonna put that on there. I'm gonna put my regular my 3-dot sight back on. It's got the front, because with the Shield Plus, I can still look through and co-witness is the term they use. I can co-witness the iron sights with the red dot. So if the red dot battery gave out, I could still use front and back. Where the other one, if the red dot, the battery died, I only have the front, so I'll be guessing anything over 5 feet or 10 feet. I mean, at this range, all you got to do is point and shoot. I mean, that's just common sense. But anyway, it's a nice little weapon. If you got big enough pockets or you wear cargo pants like I do a lot, you can get a pocket holster and it'll go in your side pocket on your cargo pants, or your cargo shorts, it'll fit in there, or those little sticky holsters, it'll fit in your front pocket. The grip handle might print a little bit. Price you pay when you carry, and I hope everyone out there does. If you're able to carry legally, I hope that you are doing it. But right now it's got a 6-pound trigger, and you pull in it, I mean, you don't go very far before you hit that wall, and then bam. 6 pounds really isn't that bad of a trigger, but they make a spring kit that you put in, and it'll change part of the main housing spring that goes in here, and then the trigger spring, the hammer spring that the hammer hits and goes in. You trade those two and then put the sear and everything back in, and you'll get a 4-pound trigger. So here we are, show and tell. Kimber Micr 9. I had one before. For me, it's not a long range pistol because even with the glasses, my eyesight isn't that bad, isn't that good. And plus, if I hold it up too long, I start to give it a little, I don't really shake, but anyway, it's a good short gun. If you're up, you know, close and personal, it'll do the trick. Hopefully I never have to use it. Hopefully with this and all of my weapons, all I have, see, it won't do nothing with that trigger thumb safety up. But I hope that me or you never have to use our weapon in a self-defense situation. So, one more item, and then I got something else to say. 1791 gun holster, gun leather holster. Since we're talking numbers, Liga Privada T52 is out of the Drew Estate series, the Liga series. And with a punch or with a V cut. So, this is the holster. I'd actually bought this. I was debating on getting another weapon, and I bought this for my SIG, the one that I'm using for my carry now. But this fits in there pretty good. I had one like this before for the other Kimber that I had, but I think this one is for the SIG that's a double stack, that's going to be a little thicker, because this goes in and out real easy. So I'm going to go on there and see if they have one for the Kimber, because I think that's what I did. Or either they make it a grab bag holster for many different weapons, because I bought another one from these guys and the weapon I bought it for didn't fit. It was made primarily for a Glock, so if it didn't have that Glock frame style, it didn't fit. It went in about like that. You don't want this, you want that. But this is called the Vintage Look, and it's like 51 bucks. Pure leather, thick leather. it doesn't collapse. When it does, it opens back up. And with it being outside, it's always easy to reholster, just like in the Kydex. So there you have it. That's pretty good. I enjoy it. What I have to do though is like the one I got for my 1911. You can see how this part of the belt loop doesn't line up with this part. So when you put your belt through, your belt doesn't bend to go like a S here and a S there to go through it. And you can't slide it back and forth. So what I did was took a razor knife and cut from the top of the hole to the bottom of the hole as straight as I could, and it made it more free for it to slide back and forth on your belt. So the winner was, for the 8-state Burley, was Nathan Wallace. He was the first one to correctly answer Kimber Micr 9. And Kimber has so many guns. If only one of you had guessed and said Kimber, I would have let that slide. But he nailed it with the make and model. And some other guys were saying Kimber 9. Like at that point, it already been won. He was like the third or fourth person that come on and commented and guessed, and he won. And I enjoy everyone that kept guessing, because even after Nathan had won the 10 of 8-state Burley, your choice, the older or the new, even that kind of give me more recommendations on my next firearm. I think I said that early. But anyway, Nathan, get a hold of me. Same way with the what I said in the beginning. I think my hat's a little crooked. I noticed that with my hair back. But anyway, Nathan, congratulations. Get a hold of me. I thought I had your address, but I don't know. I deleted a bunch of emails a while back, and anyway, congratulations, Nathan. Get a hold of me, buddy. Drinking some Tetley hot tea. See, my speaking ability, I think I need to go to speech therapy. You know, you have to learn how to talk when you're a kid, and when you get to become an old man, you got to relearn. And English is the hardest freaking language to learn. So I have been smoking about once a week, usually the weekend, but it's Friday. Freedom Friday. And I wear red on Friday to remember everyone deployed. Don't forget. So now I got another issue that I need to take care of, and I warned you that this might be a long video, but this part of it is directed to someone that commented on my Wild Willie Wednesday video 2 days ago. And I didn't answer his comment on my video for a couple reasons, and I'm going to explain that to you, and especially to him if he's watching again. His name is Marlon Piper 2024, and I think that's a new name. I think he changed his name, because when I went on his channel and looked, I remember seeing that channel before. It's got one video, and that was from a long time ago. And when you click on his subscriptions, you click on all, it goes back to that one video. I don't know what he's done to his thing. He don't have anything else there. But he's got one video, and I think it's a little girl swimming. I never watched it, but it's at a pool. But anyway, Marlon Piper 2024. He asked in that last video, what is Team Freedom's view about abortion? Well, to avoid getting into a pissing contest on my channel on YouTube, I tell you, Marlon, if you email me, go to my homepage, I'm easy to get a hold of. Go to my homepage and email me, and we will discuss my view on abortion there, not here. We're not going to have a yes and no, I do, I don't pissing contest, like I say, on my channel. I've already settled that a while back with the Viking. So what I can say is this is asking, what does Team Freedom? Well, I've sent out so many badges and I don't know half the people I sent stuff to. And Piper Dave 2024 or 2023, same with him. He sent out hundreds of them. I have no clue who he sent them to, except for people that had reached out to me as well for a decal and told me that they got the information for Dave through me when I was telling them that he had the badges. Well, he sent me like 15 of them, and I've been giving them out as well. So as far as the Team Freedom's video or view on abortion, I can only speak for myself. There was an original founding members that was 10 of us, and I don't even know who all 10 of us are. I know who 4 or 5 of us are, and I consider us the core of Team Freedom. And that would be me, Greg, Jim, Dave, Scott, and Brian. If you don't know their handle, then that's on you. But I don't know what their view is. I never ask, and it's not my business. I don't ask people questions like that. I can speak for them on certain things that I know they believe in what I believe in. But it's their freedom to choose what they believe in. I'm sure we have many Team Freedoms members that are for it, and then many that are against it. I don't know who is and who ain't. But if you want to know my answer, email me, and we'll discuss it cordially. Once it gets out of hand and you start getting, because I can see that coming. I'm just going to block you, delete you, not answer your emails. I'm just going to delete them when I see your name. But if you want to have a cordial conversation and you want to know my opinion of it, email me. As I told the Viking a while back, I'm not having that bullshit on my channel. And I believe that you only asked that question so you could stir the pot. Well, I think that people that stir the pot need to lick the spoon. So if you're going to stir the shit pot, you got to lick the spoon. So don't back out, don't chicken out, don't be no keyboard warrior, because I'm not. I'm for real. Real life, behind the scenes, out in public, it don't matter. I'm for real. I wear my stuff everywhere. I'm gladly proud to say that I believe in freedom. And if Team Freedom is part of my freedom, that's on me, not on you. So I think you just want to start some shit. So start it in an email, not on my channel. Don't ask those kind of questions, because abortion was never mentioned in that video or any other video except this one. and it'll never be mentioned again unless you or some other jerk wants to add something to it like that. That's why I didn't answer your comment. I wanted to call you out to see if you're fake or real. Email me, bud. We'll talk about it. But for the rest of you guys and gals, remember, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So until next time, you know what to do. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. And now, let's do the old wake up. See ya.